Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever pondered the intricate tapestry of justice and punishment that has evolved over millennia? Today, I invite you to journey back in time to ancient China, a civilization that has profoundly influenced the world through its rich history and cultural depth. Our exploration will delve into the complex system of punishment that once governed this great land, revealing the philosophical underpinnings and practical applications that shaped the lives of its people. From the earliest dynasties to the establishment of intricate legal systems, we will uncover the mechanisms of justice that aim to maintain social harmony and deter wrongdoing. Join me as we uncover the layers of history to understand the legacy of punishment in ancient China, a testament to human civilization's quest for justice and order. Historical context. Ancient China, with its succession of powerful dynasties, has left an indelible mark on the annals of history. The development of its legal and punitive systems can be traced back to the Shu dynasty, which laid the groundwork for societal norms that would endure for centuries. However, it was during the Qin and Han dynasties that we see the codification of laws and the establishment of a structured legal system. At the heart of this evolution were the philosophical teachings of Confucianism, legalism, and Taoism, each playing a pivotal role in shaping the moral and legal fabric of Chinese society. Confucianism, with its emphasis on morality and social harmony, advocated for a just and moral government. Legalism, on the other hand, argued for strict laws and harsh punishments as necessary tools for maintaining order. Meanwhile, Taoism offered a more naturalistic view of law, emphasizing harmony with the natural world. Together, these philosophies created a complex backdrop against which the legal systems of ancient China were developed, highlighting a civilization deeply invested in the principles of justice and governance. Types of punishments. In the annals of ancient China, the spectrum of punishments was wide-ranging, reflecting the philosophical and moral principles that underpinned society. Physical punishments were common and varied in severity, depending on the nature of the crime. Flogging, for instance, was a common punishment for minor offenses, serving both as a physical deterrent and a public humiliation. More severe crimes might warrant branding, mutilation, or even execution, methods designed not only to punish the criminal but also to serve as a stark warning to others. Execution methods themselves varied from beheading to more agonizing methods like death by 1,000 cuts, reserved for the most heinous crimes. Beyond the physical, other forms of punishment included exile, where individuals were banished from their communities, and forced labor, contributing to state projects like the construction of the Great Wall. Economic penalties, such as fines, were also imposed, while the concept of filial imprisonment punished family members for one's crimes, reflecting the Confucian emphasis on family responsibility. Yet, it wasn't just the body that was targeted. The psyche was also a focus of punitive measures. Public humiliation, such as parading the accused through the streets, was a common practice. These punishments were not just about retribution, but were also intended to restore social harmony and reinforce societal norms, illustrating the complex interplay between individual actions and communal well-being in ancient Chinese jurisprudence. Legal systems and enforcement. The enforcement of laws and administration of justice in ancient China was a multifaceted process, involving local magistrates, imperial courts, and a detailed legal code. Local magistrates play a crucial role, acting as judge, jury, and sometimes executioner in their jurisdictions. They were responsible for interpreting the law, conducting trials, and determining punishments, a heavy burden that required a deep understanding of both legal codes and philosophical doctrines. The heart of the legal system was a reliance on written laws and statutes, which began to be codified during the Qin dynasty. These laws were detailed, covering various aspects of daily life and ensuring that both punishments and legal processes were standardized across the empire. This codification process continued in subsequent dynasties, with significant contributions during the Tang Dynasty, which produced one of the most influential legal codes in Chinese history. Famous legal cases and reforms also dot the historical landscape, illustrating the dynamic nature of ancient Chinese law. Figures such as Judge Bao, known for his incorruptibility and wisdom, became legendary for their commitment to justice and fairness. These stories, whether mythologized or based on historical events, underscore the importance of moral integrity and judicial independence in the enforcement of laws. Building on the foundation laid in the introduction and the first few sections, let's complete the script, ensuring the comprehensive exploration of punishment in ancient China, including its philosophical underpinnings and lasting legacy. Philosophical and moral considerations. The approach to punishment in ancient China was deeply influenced by the prevailing philosophical and moral ideologies of the time. Confucianism, with its emphasis on virtue, righteousness, and the importance of moral education, advocated for a system where punishments would not only serve as deterrents, but also as means to rehabilitate and restore social harmony. According to Confucian thought, a well-governed society was one where punishments were rarely needed because the people were guided by virtue and respect for the social order. In contrast, legalism posited that human nature was inherently selfish and that strict laws and harsh punishments were necessary to ensure societal stability. Legalists believed in the power of law to shape moral behavior, arguing that only through a system of clear, enforceable, and impartially applied rules could peace and order be maintained. Taoism, with its emphasis on harmony and natural balance, offered a more lenient perspective, suggesting that the best way to govern was to do so as little as possible. Taoists argued that excessive laws and punishments were counterproductive, disrupting the natural order and leading to more harm than good. These philosophical currents influenced not only the design and implementation of punishments, but also the broader legal and moral culture of ancient China. The balance between Confucian ideals of moral rectitude, legalist emphasis on law and order, and Taoist principles of harmony and minimalism created a unique legal landscape where punishments were not just about retribution or deterrence, but were also seen as tools for moral education and societal correction. Impact and legacy. The punitive systems of ancient China have left a lasting legacy, influencing not only the subsequent development of Chinese legal thought, but also offering valuable insights into the role of law and punishment in society. The emphasis on moral education and rehabilitation, for instance, resonates with contemporary discussions on the purpose of punishment and the importance of restorative justice. Comparatively, the ancient Chinese approach to law and punishment was unique in its integration of philosophical principles into the legal system. Unlike the purely retributive systems of some other ancient cultures, Chinese law sought to balance the need for social order with the ideals of moral improvement and societal harmony. Today, as we grapple with questions of justice, rights, and the effectiveness of punitive measures, the ancient Chinese system reminds us of the potential for law to not only punish but also to educate and reform. It underscores the importance of considering the moral and social implications of legal decisions, a lesson that remains relevant in our ongoing pursuit of a just and equitable society. Conclusion. In conclusion, the exploration of punishment in ancient China reveals a complex system that was deeply intertwined with the society's moral and philosophical values. From physical punishments designed to deter and rehabilitate to legal systems that reflected a sophisticated blend of Confucian, legalist, and Taoist thought, ancient Chinese approaches to law and order offer a unique perspective on the universal quest for justice and harmony. As we reflect on the legacy of these ancient practices, we are reminded of the enduring importance of integrating moral education and humane principles into our understanding of justice. In doing so, we can aspire to create legal systems that not only punish wrongdoing, but also foster a deeper sense of communal responsibility and moral integrity.